friends, welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. Yesterday we had created a Amazon data warehouse database and with couple of tables based on the Amazon OLTP database. And today we're going to be understanding how to create the data warehouse from the source system. Already we had seen yesterday. And today let us understand how load the data to the data warehousing with the help of SSIS. Now, we have OLTP database, that is Amazon database we had, and we have a couple of tables are there. And from OLTP, with the help of SSIS, the data initially will go to the staging database. Okay, so we have to create one more database called staging database, and the database name is called Amazon Stage. And later, we have already designed dimension modeling yesterday. Yesterday, we got a couple of tables and in the Amazon DW, and this database is ready yesterday. I had sent you the scripts also in the OneDrive. I think I think you're able to get these scripts, right? And later, once the data warehouse is ready, we're going to be creating SSAS cube. Clear? Now, the phase number one is that take the data from OLTP, and initially you have to load the data to the stage database, and I have to create one more database called Amazon Stage, and that is not there as of now. That is phase number one. Load the data from OLTP to stage using SSIS. Okay. Now we know OLTP we have a product master table, customer master table, category master table, and a sales table. We have these four tables. And as it is, you have to take the data from OLTP and all the data we have to move it to staging database. Now, the naming convention would be stage underscore product master or stage product master, stage customer master, stage category master, stage sales. Now, whatever be the columns you have, the same columns and same tables you will be having in the staging also. Why staging is important? So it is very, very important question. Why is that we need to have stage table? Sometimes OLTP database will be busy. Let us talk about Amazon.com. Morning to evening, this database will be busy and you have a lot of data is here. And what normally people are going to be doing midnights or Saturdays or Sundays during the non-peak hours, we are going to take all the data from the OLTP database and we're going to dump it to the stage database. Clear? So once you dump the data to the stage database, now from the stage database, you can do a lot of transformation. Transformation means whatever be the columns you wanted to have, you can have it. Whatever the data you wanted to convert, you can convert. Whatever you wanted to change, you can change. And from here, you should be able to dump it. Now, sometimes what's going to be happening, OLTP, you will not be able to go to OLTP. OLTP DBS will push the data to the stage. Okay. So now, from your system, you can go to the stage database and dump the data to the data warehouse. Or sometimes you may have Excel sheets. I may have an Excel sheet. I may have one flat file data. So all this data initially we have to dump into stage database. From here, once the data will come to the stage, staging means a SQL server or it could be database. So once the data is coming to the a database, now you can do a lot of cleaning work, removing duplicates, everything we should be able to do with the help of stage. So stage is mandatory for before dumping into the data warehouse. So the data may be coming from Oracle to stage or from OLTP. OLTP means it could be Excel sheet or it could be a flat file or it could be anything else. Now data has to come to the stage. Okay. Now the stage, whatever be the tables you will be having in OLTP, same tables will be there, but naming convention will be like this. Now I have a SQL server and now I have Amazon. So inside Amazon, these are the tables we have created. Okay. Now these are the tables Amazon is having: category master, product master, and sales, and all these things are available here. And let me simply write one select name. From sys.tables. When you write like this, what is the meaning of this? You will be able to find out all these table names, category master, all these table names are available in this table. There is a system table is available. So when you put star, you will be able to get what is a table name inside Amazon database. And when it is created, everything will be there. But I wanted to have only the name. The name will be the table name. And I will do some concatenation here. Concatenation means I'll write like this. Select star from. When you write like this, you should be able to get this kind of a syntax. Now simply copy this and paste it here. Okay. Now here I am using use Amazon. Okay. Na? So this is where we had written this query. And now category master, you have 18 rows. Product master, you got 110 rows. Customer master, you got 60 rows. And sales table, you have 1834 rows. Okay. So these are the rows we have it. All this data has to go to staging database. Now this script also have created and you have to open this. So simply you can open with notepad. Okay. Take complete control A and copy complete script. And what we do, you open new query window and control V. Okay. When you go up, when you click on control home, you'll go up, use master, create a database called Amazon stage, and Amazon stage, I'm able to create all blank tables. So there is no data. Table will be created based on whatever be the columns you have. For example, when you take this, okay, you have category ID, category name. The same columns will be there, category ID, category name, but primary key, foreign key need not be available there. But when you take OLTP, let me take OLTP, open with this and control A, control C. Let me go to this one and let me paste it. Okay. Let me go up. You have a category master. I'm talking about OLTP. So you have a small into primary key varchar 50. This is the OLTP table. But when you go to the staging, now the naming convention would be staging category master. You need not have primary keys and all. And simply you create the tables with the same column names. This is one blank table created. And this is the table I have created. The second table in OLTP I have this in OLTP. The second table is product master and we have product ID, name, category ID, foreign key, everything will be there. But when you go to the stage, you simply create a stage product master, but you don't need primary key, foreign key, all of them need not be there. Only this table is there to take the data from OLTP systems like that. So whatever be the tables you have to create a staging tables without a primary key check constraint like that. There is a customer table, customer ID, customer name, customer city. When you go here, there is a staging customer table, customer ID, customer name, customer city. There is a stage sales table and whatever be the columns you have, it is as it is copy. That's it. Okay. These blank tables you have to create and you have to ask them to execute it. Okay. So whenever you're, creating data warehouse first time for any company, they will have only OLTP database. Now you supposed to give staging scripts. Okay, step number one, and you have to write and give a documentation also, deployment gate. Step number one, you have to tell them that take the scripting, take or open Amazon, stage script.sql and you have to run this. You have to tell like that in your documentation so that the production people tomorrow, whoever is installing in this in their company, they have to run this first. Once they run and they will be able to go and check whether it is created or not, it's created. Now we have these table stage and whatever be the tables you have, equivalent tables we have, category master, we have stage category, customer master, we have stage customer, and equivalent the things are available. Clear? And you have to tell them that this is the data warehouse script, then ask them to run the script also. Okay, so they have to take the script and control A, control C, and they will be going to new query window, or you can automate this also. So with the help of some other command prompts windows, you should be able to automatically the scripts will call one by one will get called. So ask them to execute this also. This will create all the tables. Dim product table is going to be creating, and then it's going to be creating location table, and this is the data we supposed to have because of the architect wanted to analyze the data like this. Now this and dim time table, for the dim time table I had given you this yesterday, and right. So then fact sales table, and this is also getting created. Yesterday we had created the data warehouse also. Clear? So now these three are available with you. Now where is the data? The data is available only in the only in the OLTP. So here, whenever you execute, all the data is available. Now we have to create SSIS package, take all this data, dump into stage. Okay, so whenever we go to the stage, now first you have to dump all the category data to the stage category. So for that you have to use SSIS packages. Now what we have to do? Now you have to open a new SSIS project. Okay. So how the people are going to be dumping the data to the stage? From the stage, they have to dump the data to the data warehousing. One of the important question in the interview, can you explain me how you load the data to the data warehouse? Okay. So how do you load the data to the dimension tables and fact tables? Okay. That is one of the important question people are going to be asking. Now you have to give them the SQL scripts. Then you have to go to file. And this is the first time I'm creating SSS package for this project. So go to file, new project. Clear? And take integration services and choose integration services project. Don't choose project wizard. Wizard means very simple things you can create, but I wanted to perform complex operations. So never use any wizards. Okay. So use this. So integration services, and give the name of the project is, let us say, SS load data to say Amazon. Okay. Load data to Amazon underscore SSIS, something like this. Okay. Load data to Amazon SSIS, and I'm going to be using this project, storing this project in my D demos. Now click on OK. Now step number 1. So we are going to be doing it. Now what is that we are loading now? We are load the data from OLTP system to staging database. OLTP database to staging database. OLTP need not be a SQL server. It could be Excel sheet. It could be, or XML files or Oracle server. It could be anything. But all the data, initially we have to dump it to staging. Staging is a database. It could be Oracle database or SQL server database. In our example, I have used a SQL server database. Clear, guys? Now remember one thing, OLTP and staging and these databases will not be there in the single system. Amazon, this is a OLTP. This will be available in one more system where you will not be able to have access. Now, staging and DW will be available in one more destination system, and this will be part of one more computer. This is OLTP computer, and these will be part of OLAP computer, that is data warehousing. Clear? So as of now, I am storing everything in my single computer, but in the real time, this will be somewhere in New Jersey and this will be somewhere in UK. Okay, and these two will be there in UK and one more server. So New Jersey data, it has to come to this servers. Clear? So these will be in single server and this will be in separate server itself. That you have to know. Now I have created the project. Now I got solution explorer and all. Now the first one I have to do it. The first table I wanted to take it. Now according to my PPT, product master, customer master, category master, and whatever you wanted to take, you can take it. Let us take a category master because category master, or you can take product master, doesn't matter. You can take anything. So let me take anything. So one package is available. Let me take rename and you can say stage underscore load. Okay. Load stage. Okay. Load or load category master. Okay. So stage means this is stage package. Stage load category master dot DTSX. Now we know that the source is we have to go to control flow, drag and drop data flow task. Now already we know, right? So we have to go to control flow, drag and drop data flow task. Double click on this. Now the source is OLTP. OLTP is SQL Server. Now the source I wanted to have OLDB source. Okay. Now double click on this and connect OLDB connection manager. Click new. Now I wanted to create new, right? And server name is, my server name is gather. This server names you have to ask. And the database name, OLTP database name is Amazon test connection. And click on OK, click on OK, click on OK. And what is the table I have to use here? Category master. And we have the data. Okay, this is the data. I have to take it. So no transformations. Simply take OLDB destination. All the source data I have to load into. Let me create one more. And the computer name is gather. And or you can give IP address also. I wanted to go to the stage and test connection is succeeded. Now click on OK. Now table or view fast load. Now name of the table you should not click on new because already we have created tables here and you have to use stage category master. Click on mappings. Now this data is going to be going there and that's it. Okay. Now save. And this is a source Amazon and this is destination. You can rename if you wanted to rename and you can say source underscore Amazon. This is F2. F2 means rename, right? So remove this and you say destination, dest underscore Amazon stage. Okay, something like this. Now save and I wanted to click on start. Now when you click on start, all the data from the OLTP systems will be loading to the staging database. So the data has to come to the staging first. Okay, so all the tables have to come to the staging. Now this is how, without doing anything, as it is a dump. Whenever you get the data to the staging, you have to dump the data as it is. Now let me execute and see whether I got the data here or not. Okay, I'm able to get 18 rows. Now when you go to OLTP, this is my OLTP. Okay, now I'm in Amazon and the table category master, I have 18 rows. Okay, so the row count is matching. That means everything is happening properly. Now when you execute the same package once more, again 18 rows went to the destination. Now let me go to my destination, that is this, and when I execute, I'm getting 36 rows. Okay, now the data is duplicated because same data 101 102, again you can see 101 102 also. Okay, so 36 data rows have been dumped again, so you got duplicates. But how can we remove the duplicates? So whenever you dump the data to the destination, before dumping, what you have to do is that you have to say truncate table destination. Okay, This is the command we have to use. Truncate means deletion. When you execute this, now the data will get deleted first. Okay. Now, whenever you click on execute button, and you will have only fresh copy because data is not there in this. Now you always get 18 rows. When you go down, you have only 18 rows. You can also see 18 rows. So this command you have to control C and go here. So stop, go to control flow. Data flow is loading the data. Before that, what we should do, you have to take execute SQL task. Okay. Now go to this activity. Now this task will go to target. Target means a destination. Now they have to copy and paste. Truncate table, stage category master. So that means what? This fellow, I'll rename. F2 means rename. This fellow delete all rows from target. Target means destination. And this fellow data flow task F2. Okay, F2 means rename. So load all rows to target. Okay, na? So that means before you loading the data, this fellow will delete the data from the target table, then you load it. When you're doing like this, you never get any kind of a duplicates in the destination table because you're loading the you're deleting the destination table data, then you're loading. Every time it is going to be loading. If you have 18 rows, 18. Tomorrow you may have 100 rows. 100 rows will get dumped. First it will be deleting all the data from here. So who's deleting? This fellow. This fellow going to this table and deleting. How do you know? Because if you see the table name, you can understand. What is the table name? Stage category master. And what is the thing I had given? I had given truncate table stage category master. I am connecting to stage only. So that is how you have to work. Now I have done with one table and the second table I wanted to have and category is over. Now the next one I wanted to have product master table I wanted to load. Okay. Now let me go here, create one more package and rename that F2 load or let us say stage underscore load. Okay. Product master dot dtsx and press enter. Okay. Now whatever you have the task, same thing you should be able to copy. Okay. Copy these two and go to the new package and you should be able to paste. It is easy to do the activities. Okay. Na? So you should be able to go whatever the things you have, the same thing I'm able to copy it. Now when I go here, I have these connections also I can copy because same connections I wanted to have it here. Otherwise you can connect from scratch. That is also fine. This is the easiest way. Go to the first package and copy everything because copy and go to the new and paste it. Now you rename one by one. First, let me go to this table. The stage table name is this. Okay. The next table, this is the one. So I wanted to use like this. Truncate table means this is the table I wanted to truncate. Copy. Go here. And here I have to use stage. Now the truncate table stage product master. Now double click on this. Now the source would be not category master. The source would be what? Product master. And you have to, okay. And go to columns and all. Everything is perfectly fine. Now the destination, let us delete because I cannot have the old destination. Let me create the new destination. Okay. Now let me go drag and drop and stage is the database. Now already we have stage product master and click on mappings. Okay. So product ID, name, price, category, like this we have each and everything there. Now there is no issue at all. Everything is perfectly fine. Now I have taken here stage product master. Now save and start. Now second package is ready and it is also loading, but now this time I got 110 rows Now to the this one. Let me go. I got, when you come down, you have 110. Let me go to here. Let us understand how much data we have. Okay. When you come down, you should be able to find out 11 rows. Now this is also no problem. The next task is customer master. It is very simple that we can create like this. Now take one more, and the next table I wanted to use customer master. Now I say stage underscore load customer master, press enter. Now go to the previous one and copy all these things. Okay, control A and copy and go to the new paste it. Now go to the previous package, because source and destination also same thing, right? I wanted to take one by one. I cannot copy both of them. So go here and paste it. Control V down and go here. Otherwise, every time you have to give server name is this, that is this, and you will not be able to do, and simply do like this. Now here the stage table already we have. This is the table name, and control C and truncate table name, and this is the command I have to give it here. Okay. Now go to control flow. Now remove this, delete and paste. Okay. Make sure that you are having Amazon stage. Okay. Customer master. Now double click on this. Now customer master, we have to take it. Take customer master, and this is the data. But the destination, let us delete. Otherwise, we will have some issues. Let me have OLEDB destination, new destination, connect. And now it will be connected to stage. Okay. Now already we have a stage customer master and mappings. Now everything is getting mapped. Now save and run. Clear? Now it is having 60 rows. Even though you run second time, you will be able to get 60 rows only, because it is truncating and loading the data. So let me go here. How much data we have? You have to ensure, you need to check like this. You have 62 rows. Have you seen? Now go to here. Let me execute. You got 60 rows. That's fine. Fine. Now I have loss table, sales table. Now let me take this, go stop it, go to solution explorer. It is very simple. You can create a package like this. Okay. Now I'll say stage underscore load sales. That's it. Now go to the previous package and copy, select everything like this and copy. You come here, paste it. Okay. Let me go and copy all of them. Okay. Control C, Control V. Go here, controls, because same connections. I need not again click on new connection and server name. When you copy paste, automatically when you double click on this, it is going to be getting Kedar and Amazon. And when you double click on this, it automatically gets the connections also, Kedar and Amazon. This is easiest way. So whenever you create a new package, just make sure that in the production also, if you work for the companies also, never, create, copy paste earlier connections and do the things like this. Okay. Now only you need to go and change the table names. Now the table names here, stage sales. Okay. Control C and Control V. Now this is the command you have to use. So how do you load the data to the staging? If somebody asks you, you say that we always truncate the data to the stage first, then we load, so that you will not have any duplicates or old data. Nothing will be there. It is very clean. Now you go and take the sales data here. Now you have a lot of data. Now let me take, now delete this and drag and drop OLEDB destination, because OLEDB destination we're using because I wanted to connect to SQL Server or any RDBMS. Now double click on this Amazon stage. Now This is that. That's it. Clear? Now everything is properly mapped in this. Now here also we are loading, deleting and loading. Clear? That's it. Okay. Now the stage is able to get all the data. Now how much data you got? 1834 rows you got it. Clear guys? Okay. Now, even though you execute the same package, you're able to get 1834. When you stop debugging and when you check this, you have only 1834, not the double. Same data is not replicated because I have truncated and loaded. Clear, guys? Now the stage is having four tables. Okay. Now these are the tables and all the tables now having data. This, this, this. Okay. If you wanted to load the data to the data warehouse, first the data has to come to stage. From the stage, we have to load the data to the data warehouse. Clear? Now, this is done. Now the data warehouse is created. The data warehouse table naming convention already we know. What is that? Dim customer, dim location, dim product, dim time. Now, whenever the architect is designing a data warehouse, so they will create a scripts like this and they create one more ETL document. Okay. ETL mapping document. So whenever you performing any SSIS packages to the data warehouse, so you will be getting one document called ETL mapping document. That means what? What is the source table and what is the destination table? What is the source column? What is the destination column? You need to ask this mapping document. Whenever you perform SSIS jobs in your company, they will have to give you ETL mapping document. This could be an Excel sheet for you. Double click on this. Now, all the tables, whatever you are able to find out, everything will be available like this. If you have 10,000 tables in the data warehouse, all will be available in this. Clear? Now, let me take first dim product table. Let me go. They'll say in source we have a table name is product master, and for the same table in OLAP data warehouse the table name is this. So here you will understand, okay, this is the table and this is the table there. That is how you will create. And they'll say this is the column name in and this is the data type and this is the primary key. Now here also for this the equivalent column name is this integer primary key. Yes, it is primary key. Very good. And here there is a name varchar 40. Now product name varchar 40. Let us execute as it is will be there. When you go to Amazon and when you go to the product master and when you go to columns, so it is varchar 40. So same thing will be there. So whatever the things you have it here, the same thing will be available in the data warehouse also. Go to dim product table. Now product name, it is varchar 40 because based on the source columns only, these documents they will be creating everything. Now price is money and the price is here product price is money. This column is mapped to this. This column is mapped to this like this. Here we have a category ID that is small end, but here there is no category ID. This is category name. And it is varchar 50. Now here saying what is that we should do? They are saying look up on stage category master based on the category ID and get the category name insert into dim product table. This is what is called the business rule we have to apply. They're saying, you know what they're telling? You have to go to look up on stage category master. So they're saying, let me go here or look up on this. Okay, now they're saying look up on category ID. Okay, look up on category ID. So you go to category master, look up on this and look up means search and 40 and 40 you match it and get the stationery and that you have to dump it here. That's what they're telling. Okay, so they're saying look up on category master, look up on category master based on category ID. If it is matching with this, look up on category master and match the category ID and get the category name that you have to insert here. To do that, what they have written, they told that we have to use, okay, a lookup transformation. We have to use it. Otherwise, you will not be able to dump the data from the source to the destination. So that is what these guys are telling. Are you clear? Now, to implement that, first I have to create one package for the dim product. Now I have to implement. So whenever you loading the data to the data warehouse, you have to ask them that give me the ETL mapping document. Then you can understand easily, are there any issues? Are there any primary keys, foreign keys, small end it is varchar 50, and this data definitely will not go here because it is small end, it is varchar data. Clear? So definitely you have to do some circus here. So now what is the circus they have written? This is ETL business rule. Now let me take a new package. Now this time I am loading phase number 2. Okay, na? So phase number 2 is that load data from stage to data warehouse. Okay. Now here we are taking the data from the stage. From here we'll be moving into the data warehouse. Now when you're moving the data here, you have to ask for the ETL mapping document. Now based on that you have to do it. Now I'm going to be doing for the dim product table with the help of OLTP. This is SSIS package. Now let me go back, create a package. I'll say the package name DWH. That means what? Data warehouse underscore load dim product. Okay. Now drag and drop data flow task first. Double click on this. Now the source I wanted to have here, the staging, right? So OLADB source. Now this you have to connect to the, I don't have anything here. Why? Because if you copy something here, you will able to get it. But I don't want to copy anything. Let me show you again from scratch. Go here and use staging, because staging will be the source. And what table I have to use? I have to use product master. This is the table I have to take it. Okay. But now if I directly dump OLADB destination and connect here like this and double click, and now you should have DW. So click new, and I don't have anything here. Click new, say Kedar. Now you go here and use Amazon DW, and this is, click on OK. Now click on OK. Now you have to take dim product table. Okay. Now when you go to mappings, you will get issue. What is the issue? ID is mapped to product key, fine. And name is mapped to product name, fine. Then price is mapped to product price, fine. But category ID, it is integer, it is a varchar, you will not be able to map it. Okay, so that you're having a problem now. But how do I get product name, category name here? To get the product category name, we have to use one more table in between. So you have an issue with this. Now, what is the issue? What is the solution? Also, they had given clearly. Look up on stage category master. We have to use lookup transformation. So you have to go and cancel this, and you have to cancel this. And they said you use lookup transformation. Where is lookup? Lookup is taken and connect, and lookup on what? Stage category master. We can say lookup on stage category master. Now double click on this. Now full cache. Redirect rows to no match output. Already we know all of them. Okay, people who knows SSIS, they can understand very easily. People who do not know, please wait. Okay, so don't worry about it. Now you have to connect to stage, because I have to connect to stage, right? So I have to take a stage. Now go there. Inside stage, I have to use category master table. Now go to columns. What I should do? I should do this category ID. This category ID, I have to map it, and get the category name. This is how you should do it. Now, what all I have done? Double click on this. First, you have to say redirect rows to no match output. Connection, give the stage, give the category. Go to columns. You take category ID, map it here and check category name. Don't check category ID. I don't need category name. Now let me take this and execute. When you execute, when you linking and it is asking what data you wanted to send it. I wanted to send a lookup match data only. Okay. So double click on this. Now the destination table is this. Now what table I have to map? DIM product table. Now go to mappings. Now you have to map ID, name and the price and category name, and this is not mapped to anything. Clear? So now you should be able to get product ID, name, price and category name. So all the data. Now when you see the product table here, the product table is having like these numbers. But when you go to the data warehousing now, and when you see the product table, it is not having any data. Okay, sorry, I have to go to Amazon DW. Okay, so I am in Amazon DW and go here. You should get the category name. Let me execute this package. Okay, when you execute the package, all 110 rows got matched. And let me go back and see the data here. Now you got not the numbers. So it is a stationary like that. This is how you should be able to load the data by using lookup transformation. Are you clear? Now this is one table. Now, if I run the package second time, what is going to be happening? You will get lot of duplicate data because same data will go back, will get dumped. So we should not truncate and load the data to the data warehousing, because data warehousing means it will be there for 10 years, 20 years. You should not delete all the 20 years data. Again, you cannot load all 20 years data because OLTP will maintain only 1 year data. Okay. So if you delete by mistake also the data warehouse data, you will not be able to get last 19 years data from the OLTP. Remember. So nobody will be deleting and truncating the data to the data warehouse. So what we have to do? So we have to implement incremental loading. Okay. So what is incremental loading? Already I told you. Incremental loading means, for example, I have some data here. I have got 1, I have got A, I have got 10. If you load this data to the destination table, okay, and from the source to destination table, tomorrow one new row comes here, 2B and say 20. Okay. Now this is a data warehouse. Now data warehouse, we should not delete the data and load the data. We have to perform incremental loading. Incremental loading means whatever be the data is copied, just leave it, and whatever be the data it is not there, that data only you should be able to move it. And the matching data means you should not do it. And to achieve incremental loading, we have a slowly changing dimension you can use, or we have also spoken about one more thing that is called SCD or lookup transformation. One more lookup we have to use. Okay. If people who forgot about incremental loading, they can again try to understand all the dimension tables must use incremental loading. This is the dimension table only we are loading. Okay. So now where incremental loading we have to perform? To perform incremental loading, I can use SCD transformation. Okay. Or I can use lookup transformation. So I wanted to use SCD transformation to perform incremental loading because this is a transformation I wanted to use it. So this automatically will have destination. This destination I don't need, delete it. Okay. Now all the data you have to give it to this fellow. Now match data will come here. Now you know how to perform this. Double click on this. It will open a wizard. Click next. So select the dimension table. Dimension table is DIM product. Okay. Now it will say input columns. You have to map product ID to product key. name to product name, price to price. Okay, category name to category name. So what is the primary key? That you need to compulsorily say business key. Okay, na? So product ID is the business key or the primary key, and click on next. And here I wanted to use changing attribute. Changing means I'm talking about override. If something changes, you have to override. Now category name, you say overwrite only. Don't implement historical attribute, changing attribute. Okay. So go here, changing attribute and product name, changing attribute, product price and changing attribute. Don't use this. Don't use this. And only it's going to be overwriting the data. Click next, click next, click next, click finish. That's it. So automatically this is one package got created. Now whenever you execute the package, if the data is there, it is not going to be loading anything. Okay, if it is not, it's going to be loading. You will not get duplicate data. Now when you go back here and execute, now you have only 110 rows. Okay na? So let me tell you one thing. Let me go to source. Now in the product table I wanted to include one. So where is my product table? Let me go up, and this is my category master table, and in the product master table I wanted to include two new products. So let me copy, control C, and I wanted to have product master, say 112, say Tupperware lunchbox. Okay, something like this. The cost is that 350 bucks, and which belong to what? You have to give appropriate category name, right? So what is the category name? Stationery, soaps, food, furniture, mobile phones, gardening, clothes, pet food, books, sports, somewhere, clothes, electronics, whatever. If you have something, we'll give it somewhere. Food and beverage, personal products. So we'll give it to this, okay? 103, something like this. Okay? Electronics, toys, books, pet food. So we'll give some 103 like that. Okay, this is the category I wanted to give, or you can have a category also there. Okay, so this is one thing I wanted to insert in the OLTP. Now Amazon. So whenever you execute this, one row will go there. Okay, now what you have to do when the data is coming here to the when the data is getting updated, first you have to go to and execute the stage product master. Okay, let me go here, stage product master. I wanted to execute this package first. Okay, now when you go back here, you are able to get 110 rows. Okay, now after that you have to go to dim product table. Now save and start. Now the extra row only will come. Now have you seen? Only that row has come here. Okay, it is taken only that row, and that row you should be able to find out in this. Now when you go to this, now let us find out. We had only 110, 110. Now when you execute it, you got the Tupperware box. Now it is came here. Okay, now tomorrow whatever be the inserts have been made, only those things will come. Okay, now tomorrow in OLTP the book price is changed. Amazon. Okay, so let me go to Amazon. I am in Amazon database. I wanted to say update product master. Okay, set price equals to say 16, where the product ID equals to say 101. Okay, one row got affected. Now when I go there and execute this product master, the price is, it is only one, right? So let me go there and update it to 1, or I have changed the price to what? 101 or something. 101, where is it? 101 is there. I have changed this to 16. Okay, this is changed. That's fine. Now, actually, when you go to the data warehouse, what is the price? Let us see. Go to data warehouse and dim product table. When you execute, let me come to 110. 101. That price is $1,000. Now I made it to 16 in the source. Now whenever you have to first run stage package first, okay, because all the data has to come here. Once you run the stage, now from the stage it will come to the data warehousing and go there and execute. Now only one product price will get updated. So it is inserting, updating is happening like this, and with the help of slowly changing dimensions. When you go here and click on execute, now when you come down, okay, 101 pedigree to become 16. Okay, so like that you have to implement all the dimension tables with what, the incremental loading, not to the fact tables. Fact tables will have only the full loading always, and only the dimension tables will have. Okay, this is table I have done, and the second table I have to implement dim customer table. Okay, and take one more package and go here, execute data warehouse load dim customer. Okay na? So go here and first go to control flow, drag and drop data flow task, double click on this, take source as OLEDB, double click on this. I wanted to take stage is the source for me, and the table name is customer master, right? And did I give customer master? Yes, dim customer. Fine. Now I wanted to take this data. Now go to ETL mapping document, go to dim customer table. Is there anything I have to do it? Nothing. Everything is as it is, simple dumping only. But you have to implement incremental loading because it is a dimension table. So go here and drag and drop this, and don't drag and drop destination. When you drag and drop slowly changing dimension, automatically you will be able to go to common, and there is a slowly changing dimension. Automatically this will get you destination also. Double click, and here it is going to be asking you what is the dimension table. I don't have the dimension table. Click new and choose this, and dimension table is a dim customer. Now you have to customer ID, customer so this is customer city, customer ID, this is name, and what is the primary key? This is the primary key, so that's important. Click next and only choose changing attribute. If something changes in city, and change and change, only changing attribute, nothing else. Okay, click next, next, finish. That's it. Automatically it will get destination and update everything, and you don't have any data as of now. Okay, when you run the package first time, all the data will get loaded. Second time onwards, it is going to be performing incremental loading. Clear, guys? Now 60 rows got inserted. Now you go back and execute, you have 60 rows, and the same 60 rows are available in this also, right? The same data, you have 60 rows, the same data came in here, so that is perfectly fine. Even though you execute this, the duplicate data will not come because we are performing incremental loading. 0 rows inserted. Now when you go and execute this, still you got 60 only. Have you seen this? Now this is very, very important. All dimension tables should be implemented with. Now this is done, this is done. These two tables already we have data yesterday. Dim timetable got data, dim location table got data, and fact sales table doesn't have any data. Okay, so this data you have to implement. Dim location table data already yesterday we had created. This was there in the script itself. Here the script is given, and this data is already there. And for the dim timetable also we have ran the script. because of the this one. Yesterday I have clearly told the things. You have to watch previous day's video to understand how to load the data into dim timetable, and this guy also having data. Okay. Now only one thing is that we left with. So these two tables are now we having data. This is having data. This is having data. These two only. This table we need to load. Fact tables, no need of no incremental loading. It is always full loading. Remember, only dimension tables will have incremental loading. Now, let me go to ETL mapping document, a fact sales table. You have to do lot of circus, because here we have product ID, customer ID, we have a sale date, date time, we have a sale date key integer. Yesterday I told you, what is that I told you? I told you whenever you have the name, the DOS here, yesterday's class, you please watch once again if you wanted to understand. So when you're loading, you have to take this and you have to map with dim time table and take this and insert here. So you have to have one more lookup for this. You have to have one more lookup for this, because I have two lookups. One is this lookup and one more this lookup. And one more extra column we have, that is location key also. Location key to get, you have to understand where is 102. 102 is available, okay, in Hyderabad. Now you take the Hyderabad, come to data warehouse. Now wherever you have Hyderabad, take this number you have to insert, and this is a big circus. So one is here, second one is here, and third one is here. We have to implement three lookups. Okay, na? So this is a bit complicated. So you have to another 5 minutes you have to concentrate clearly. Okay, so that we should be able to dump all the data from the this one. So let me take new package. Okay, now go here, data warehouse, and load fact sales. Now first you have to go to the execute data flow task, take the source as OLEDB source. Now you have to connect to stage, take sales, you have data. Now the first one you have to go here and watch product ID, customer ID. There is no issue here. You have to implement for the sale date. Here you should have the date time. You should have integer. Look up on dim time table based on the full date and get the date key and insert into the sale date key. Now it is saying immediately. So this you need not worry. In implement 1, 2, 3 lookups you have to implement. So go here and go to lookup, view the data. It's saying look up on dim time and get sale date key. Okay. Now double click on this. Now change. Now go to connection. Where is dim time table available? Dim time table is available in the data warehouse. Okay. So go to data warehouse. Take the dim time table. Now go to columns. Now it is saying you take sale date and map it with the full date and get the date key, and this you rename it as sale date. This is what we need. If the date, this date and this date is mapping, for example, I am saying if in OLTP this date and then the data warehouse, okay, this date mapping and get this date key, and that you have to rename it as sale date key and insert it to sale date key here. Okay, so that is what I'm doing it. So map sale date, full date, and get date key, rename it to sale date key. Done. Now drag and drop one more lookup. Now take the match data, and this also you rename. It is not sale date. This is what is called delivery date key. Okay. Double click on this. Now no match output. Go here and choose dim time table. Now go to columns. Now this time delivery date and full date you match it. Many people what they do is that they try to get and they leave like this. Nothing will happen. You need to take, go inside till this and leave. Okay, like that. Date key. This is a delivery. You have to rename like this. Delivery date key. Okay. So these two I have done it. So look up on dim time table based on the full date and get date key. Look up on dim time table based on full date, get the date key. The next one, I don't have anything here, but I have a location key in this table. When you see this table, there is extra column location key, but the source is not having location key at all. When you go to the source sales table, and there is no location key at all, but how can I get the location based on the customer, wherever the customer is there? Okay, so I wanted to take the customer's location first. Okay, now to do that, what I wanted to under, because I wanted to insert the customer's location, but where is customer location is available? Customer location is available. Try to understand this point. I have to insert this, but to insert this first I have to identify customer key. Based on the customer key, I have to go to customer table, and if you have 103, I have to find out this. So I have to include customer key, and I have to map this 102 and this 102. I have to map and get the is city, and take this city, map with this city and get the number. So these two steps I have to do. It is very complicated process. Try to understand. Okay, na? So it's not very easy. So it is very clearly saying that in ETL mapping document, look up on dim location table based on the city from stage customer master and get the location key. First, what I have to do, if I wanted to load the data to the pack sales table, okay, I load it. But when I am loading the data, I have to find out what is the number. So take the number, go to the OLTP or stage, and for the 102 guy, what is the city I have to find out. For that city, what is the mapping? For that city, what is the dim location number that you need to take it. So this is I have to implement. First, I have to take one more lookup. First, I have to have, okay, first look up customer table. Look up on stage customer and get city. Okay, na? So how do I do that? Double click on this. Go to connection. Stage, I have to go to stage. Okay, or I can go to DW also, because need not be stage, because I have a customer table here also available, right? Customer table available. So here we have a customer city, right? Okay, now you have to go to customer table. Now what I wanted to do, I wanted to take this customer ID and I wanted to get the customer key. If the customer key and customer key is getting mapped, and get the customer city. Okay, this I wanted to get it. Okay, so I have used customer city, but I don't need the customer city. I need customer in the city ID. For that again, I have to use lookup transformation and get the mapped data. This is complicated. Now go here. So now we are saying lookup on dim location table and location based on city and get location key. Okay, so this is what we have to get it. Let me say format. Formatting means neatly it is going to be aligning. Auto layout diagram, neatly it is going to be aligning. Location key I wanted to get it. So go here and do connection. and go here. I wanted to use dim location. Now, how do I use it? You have to take customer city and you have to take the city. You have to map it and get the location key. See, now I got everything. Finally, you have to dump all the data to the destination table. It's very complicated. Now take the final lookup output and matching data, go to destination. Now Amazon DW fact sales table. Now neatly product key PAD, CAD, sale date key, quantity hold, sales amount, delivery date key, location key. Everything is perfectly fine. Now save and no incremental loading because it is a fact table. Okay. Now, this is how you have to implement, and I got 1574 data, and somewhere data is mismatched. So, you are able to get few rows got left because you are reading 1834 rows. Somewhere the data is not getting matched. Okay, where? Because here 1834 came, and the sale date ki some data is not matched. Okay, so here lot of problem here, and after that same data is able to go, and here from location key I have a city is not matched, some of the data is gone. So this is the matched data, you got it. So people will ask you why the data is going there and what are the issues and how do you troubleshoot all these things. So you have to learn in SSIS packages. Okay, now the concentration is not on the why the less data is going, because the string is not getting mapped properly. Because of this 1834 rows, end of the day 1574 rows dead. The people will ask you what is the problem, why it is not done, give me the mail. That's what the client will ask you. Okay, ask you to debug. Now as of now, let us not concentrate that, but let me have the proper data or not here. So now let us see the data, only numbers. This is the foreign keys, this is the key, and these two are the measures. Now all the tables are having data. This is having data, this is having data, this is having data, and this is having data, and this is having data. Okay, but one issue I got it. I got fact sales table 1574 rows, but when I go to this original sales table, I got 1834 rows. Some data did not go. What data did not go, the customer may wanted to see the data why it is not matching. Okay, so that is unmatched data. Sometimes what customer will say that unmatched data also I wanted to have in separate table. For that we may have to include one more table called a fact sales underscore unmatched, something like this. Or some people wanted to have something like this. There are different patterns, different things are available for the unmatched data. Many issues will come like this. Now for us the data is being loaded. Now the data warehouse is ready. Clear? So how to load the data, how to create the packages we had seen. Now this is how you should be able to load the data. Okay, deliverables, SQL scripts for the staging table, data warehouse table, packages, ETL mapping documents, deployment guide, everything you have to give as a developer. That means your work is done. So this is the developer point of view. In the testing also same things will be there, and the productions also same environment will be there. And this is what is the thing you have to implement and load the data. Okay, so one of the important interview question, how do you load the data to the data warehouse? We have to tell them that always you have to load data to dimension tables first. Why? Because these are having foreign keys. Okay, later load data to fact tables, because fact tables are having foreign keys. Because primary key table data should get inserted first, then fact table data. And one more point you have to tell them that dimension tables are implemented with what? Incremental loading. I have used SCD, but SCD is very bad. Why? I already discussed SCD is is very bad because it's going to be using only DB command, which is very, very slow. So you have to tell them that instead of SCD, we can use lookup transformation to do that, because how to implement the incremental loading I have explained. And fact table always what? Full load. Why fact table full load? Because in the fact table, what we do, whatever the data, for example, sales table, you got some data 1, 2 like this. We will be loading all this data to the destination table and we'll delete it here. And we load it in the destination table. So destination, we have a sales table, right? So you load it here and then you delete it. So when you delete it, and again new data will come, again you take these two numbers and you try to load it here. So always it is full loading only and you're going to be deleting this. So since you don't have any existing data here, there is no need of incremental loading. Incremental loading means I have 1A10 and I have 2B20. Now I take this data and I load it to destination. But if I don't delete the data, for the existing data only, I'm implementing, one more, I'm adding this. Now you need to perform incremental loading, because once you load the data, if you delete it here, and there is no need of, incremental loading for the dimension tables also. But dimension table data, you never delete, right? So why fact table should not have a incremental loading means fact table sales data always you load from the source to destination, then you delete, because to get the space in the source system, right? So it is always for the fact tables, it is full loading only. Clear? So these are the points you have to tell them that. Okay. How do you load data to data warehouse? Very, very important question. So these 4 points you have to tell them. Okay. Load data to dimension table first, later load data to fact tables. Why? Because primary key is here. Primary key tables need to be executed first. Then these are having foreign keys. Foreign keys tables need to be executed later. Then dim tables are implemented with incremental loading. You say them that lookup we have used it, and fact tables always will have full load. Why? If they ask the question, they say that fact table data will get deleted when the loading is done. So these are the points you have to tell them. Clear, guys? I don't know how many people have understood, but listen to this and do this regularly so that you will be able to get it. Thanks, guys. Any questions?